Hi, Caleb from Brownells here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Spiritus Systems 34 Alpha split chest rig. So that is the actual chest rig that I'm wearing right now. I say chest rig, it's more of it's more of a foundation for a chest rig, right? So like other stuff that Spiritus Systems sells, if you're familiar with them, a lot of their stuff is designed to be as modular and as adaptable as possible. And this is just one of those things. So it starts off as a base foundation that you can build out for your specific purpose and put pouches on and stuff. The reason I have this gun sitting in front of it right here is because this rig is currently set up as a more of like a precision type rig, and that's why I have it with my MARS-H. So this is my LMT MARS-H that I use for a different type of long range stuff we do here as far as the gas gun's concerned. I also have a bolt action precision rifle that I use with this as well, and the only thing I do to change it out from one gun to the other is just change the magazines. So let me just move the gun out the way here and we'll talk about the rig. So split rig, obviously that name, it's split in the middle. So it's designed to be used a lot in the prone position. So if you're doing a lot of your stuff in the prone position, like if you're shooting a precision rifle, using a machine gun, squad automatic weapon, different types of stuff like that, obviously this is a very desirable setup for that. Because in the prone position, it's really hard to get to stuff that's right in front of you. But on the sides, not so much. And it's split with easy adjustment right here in the front. So you can pull it in tighter if you want. You can open it up so that everything's more on the sides. Or if you wanted to run it a little bit tighter, and then just have it open up when you go prone, everything's right here on your side. So it's really easy to use. So let's kind of talk about how I have mine set up here. So the rig itself, the base of it is actually these MOLLE panels here. So the front of this is MOLLE, so you can attach whatever pouches or anything like that you want to it. And then on the back side it has these elastic mag pouches, and we'll get into those elastic mag pouches in just a little bit here. But let's start kind of with the front side of it. So on the front side, on my right side, shooting rifle primarily left-handed, I have a spud pouch, and then in that I have two Magpul 308 mags, and I can easily just put some AICS pattern mags if I'm running a bolt gun. These fit in there just fine as well. Which is kind of the reason I went with the spud pouch is because the modularity of that, because this top flap will fit almost anything. So I keep two in there, and then you can also fit two AICS mags in there. And then on the right side is just a standard GP pouch. And then in here, I actually use this, whenever I use it, I actually just leave it like that, so I can just reach back, grab this zipper, pull it forward, and then in this pouch, you can keep whatever you want in here. But I have a Burris Rangefinder in here, and I have it just tethered to the back side of that mag retention keeper right there, so that I can pull it out, use it if I'm trying to do something quick. I can pull it out, use it, set it down, not try to stuff it back into the pouch while I'm shooting, but just set it down on the ground. And whenever I get up from the prone, if for whatever reason I forget to pick this up off the ground, well, now I'm dragging it behind me, and I didn't leave it at my last shooting position. So that's why that's there. So I'll leave those zippers kind of staged right there just so it's easy to reach back and unzip. So that is the right side. That's all I run on the right side. That's it. The left sides are just as simple, really. So on this side, you could run a GP long, which is just the same version of that GP pouch, but longer. This is technically a CCS pouch from Spiritus Systems, which is made to be put on the front of placards and stuff like that. But it essentially accomplishes the same task for what I'm using it for. And the only reason I didn't use a GP long over this is because I had one of these laying around and I didn't have a GP long laying around. So I use this and it works great. But what I keep in there, I have two 7.62 mag inserts sitting inside of here. with one magazine in each. And actually when I'm using this, like if I'm storing it or whatever, I'll zip across the top and leave it shut. But while I'm actually wearing it and using it, I just leave it unzipped because these mags aren't, the retention's good, so they're not going anywhere. They're not going to fall out. So I'll leave those just like that. That works really well. And in the front zipper pockets, I don't run anything in those at all. I just leave them open so I can put whatever I need in there. I can throw a range card or, you know, whatever, any of that kind of stuff in there. Sharpies, pencils, whatever. And then on the back side, so I mentioned that elastic earlier. So each panel has a pistol mag pouch, a 5.56 mag pouch, and then a 308 mag pouch just sewn into it, and it's the elastic version. And in the pistol mag pouch, I keep my Kestrel. And I could throw another 308 mag back here in this one if I wanted to, or if I'm using, you know, my 5.56 guns, I can run two 5.56 mags in here if I wanted to, you know, whatever. But the only thing I keep back here is just the Kestrel. And I mean, you could throw, I could throw a pistol mag in here on the other side, you know, pins, Sharpies, whatever. That's no problem. And the bottom of this one is closed on the pistol one. And then the other two have this this bump out on the bottom to seat those longer mags a little bit better. But yeah, and then on the Kestrel, what I actually ended up doing. All right, I'm just gonna throw it on real quick just to kind of show you what I came to as far as running that Kestrel. All right, and this is a really good example of like how or why you need to get out and actually use your gear, because it's the difference between how it worked in my mind versus how it actually worked in practice, right? So originally I had the cord, the dummy cord for the Kestrel ran through this back piece right here to kind of retain it, for the same reason I'm retaining the rangefinder, so that if I use it, set it down when I get up, I don't leave it, because this is the 5700 Elite. It's a really expensive piece of equipment. But I had it corded back there. But when I was using it, I found whenever I'm trying to get the Kestrel out quick, or I'm trying to get it out under stress or whatever, you know, I found out I was fishing around for my cord, which often got like wrapped up underneath me or different things like that. But having it tied up here, whenever I need to get to my Kestrel quickly, I can just reach down. I don't even have to look. I can just grab the cord and then just fish my Kestrel right out. And that was way easier. So just actually get out and use your equipment, and then make changes from there. That's the only point there. But with that, that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward. And it is very adjustable. Like, I have it on almost the tightest of settings because I'm 175 pounds. And I'm not wearing it over any body armor or anything like that. So you can adjust it so that you can wear it over body armor. That's perfectly fine. If you're wearing a plate carrier, you can throw this over the plate carrier. If you're just a very rotund person, or like if you want to let your mom wear it and she's a rotund person, it can be adjusted to fit that just fine. That's not a problem. But that's all there is to it. Just a really cool piece of equipment, I thought, that goes with some really cool guns. Usually we just talk about the really cool guns here, but it's good to be able to talk about some of the supporting equipment sometimes. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, experience with the product, let us know in the comments down below. As always, if you need help with anything for any reason ever, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.